You can now have a chance to tell me how wrong I am, because Eric Davis did tell me that I was dead wrong about Lamar Jackson. Do you also believe that he's got a solid chance still at the Heisman?
Oh, I think he's still the leader, but he's certainly, and I don't blame Lamar Jackson for getting sacked 11 times last night. I don't blame Lamar Jackson for 15 penalties. But he's the quarterback of the team, and it was a big stage, and it didn't go well. So for that, even though his numbers are still Cam Newton-like in comparison to the other Heisman quarterbacks that we've enjoyed, I think he has opened the door for a J.T. Barrett, for a Jalen Hurts, for maybe even in a year where things are topsy-turvy a little bit, maybe even for one of those quarterbacks in Washington, because both Jake Browning and the Washington State quarterback, Luke Falk, have big stages here to finish the season. So who knows what will happen.
Donnell Pumphrey, too, in San Diego State. He's got that situation where people aren't watching his games, and he may not play big names, but I think Marshall Faulk would tell you he can relate to being in the Heisman race and no one's seeing him play.
Well, that's a fact. Donnell Pumphrey, I think, probably gets an invite to New York City, but in terms of his chance to actually win it, it would take a remarkable chain of events that put him on a center stage, and that's just not going to happen. This week, San Diego State plays in Laramie, Wyoming. They've already clinched their half of the Mountain West Conference, so they'll get a big stage, probably playing either a Wyoming. But if they knock off Wyoming tonight, it probably ends up being Boise State, which would be one of those games that everybody will watch. And maybe he gets I think he gets the invite. I don't think he can win.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.